Hello everyone, this is Nishtha Gahija, author of the book This Is What You Are Looking For and creator of the Awesomeness blog at nishtagahija.wordpress.com. Today I am here to help you out on a subject that has victimized almost the entire society and the ways we can get out of it. So today we are going to talk about the social media feeds. Why do people get distracted to social media feeds? What do you think? Why do people get distracted so much? According to me, number one reason why people get distracted so much is because they have not a big enough vision for themselves. They do not have a big thing that gets them out of the bed in the morning and makes them work toward it. And since they do not have anything big to go to, so whenever they wake up, they go to their WhatsApp notifications, they go to their Messenger notifications and see what other people are thinking of them. Look at it this way: respond to yourself before you respond to the world. When you are available for yourself, when you have a big vision for yourself, and then you appear for the world will become an entirely different place. The world will become an entirely happy place because you have occurred over there, isn't it? And think of it from the knowledge perspective. We like someone online and we subscribe to their email list, and by doing this we subscribe to 100 email lists, and we get 100 emails a day, and we read them all and do not implement them. And since we do not implement them, we go over to another distraction to make us focused on distraction. Instead of that, why not subscribe to 10 email lists and read them with diligence and implement them? Isn't that going to make us a better person and less addicted to distraction on the social media? Number two, the reason why people get distracted is because they do not have their own approval and crave for the approval of others. People do not like their own pictures, they do not like their own posts on the social media, and think that if someone else would like them, if someone else would share them, they would get happier. Why not love your own pictures? Why not love your own status messages and then post them on the social media? It would be you love your family, you love your friends, and it doesn't matter someone else loves them or not. You loving them is most important. Similarly, fall in love with what you post on the social media. Yes, you are doing it for the purpose of sharing, and that is a really good thing to do. But firstly, you love that, so it won't affect you much whether someone else likes it or not. It helped you from your heart, it affected you from your heart, and that's why you shared it, and that is what most mattered the most. Number three, people get distracted because they have not worked on their inner self, and they are waiting for people outside of them to make them happier. Maybe you had a fight with a loved one, maybe you had a fight with a friend, and you wanted to solve out the things between you and them. And in doing all this, you were exchanging some angry messages on the social media, on the messenger with each other, which even led to worsening of the relationship. Why not get away from the distraction for a few minutes, work on your inner peace, work on becoming a better person, and then get to the loved one, get back to the friend to solve out the relationship. Yes, we want the relationship to be sorted out. Yes, we want peace and happiness, but that will be reflected in the outer world only if that is within, that is in the inner world, that is in your mind. And that will be in your mind when your mind is free from the distractions that are in your way to distract you the day in and day out. Just get out of that, work on your inner self. The outer world will be happier and more peaceful, I promise. So these were the very few reasons that people get distracted and get victimized by the social media feeds. Now let's think of the ways by which we can get out of distractions, by which we can create our own story that does not get victimized to, that does not get us victimized to the social media feeds. Number one, the way by which we can get out of distractions is give ourselves a big vision to die for. Big vision that takes us out of bed every morning and makes us work through it. Let's take a small example. Suppose you sell 5,000 units of a product X, that is your target for this month. Why not target at 50,000 units this month? Yes, it is going to be difficult. Yes, you have to look for different ways to explore, to find new customers, but it will scare you out of your hell, and it will make you work more, work better. And even if you close at 45,000 instead of 50,000, you will discover how much you are capable of instead of only chit-chatting on the social media, and that is a big achievement for every single one of you. I know that. Number two, the way by which you get distracted is think of an ideal day. How would an ideal day without distractions look like on the weekend and also on the work day? On the weekend, Write it down in your journal. How would your ideal day look like? How ideal weekend look like? Write it down and implement it. Go to the places, go to the national park, go to the malls, even go to any place that will excite you, and just do it. And on the workplace, think of the new projects you will be taking over, think of the new relationships you will be making instead of getting distracted, and think of the happiness you will be getting instead of living the day on your own terms, isn't it? Number 3, the way to get out of distraction is give your mind something new to feed on. If you like going to museums, don't go to the same museum every time. Go to a different museum this time. If you are a coffee fan, don't drink latte every time. Drink a frappuccino this time. If you like exercising, why running every time? Go biking this time. Go elliptical this time. Just give your mind something novel to feed on. And if it has novel things in the physical reality to feed on, it won't go into the social world to feed on novel posts. Yes, we need social media for connection, as I have been repeating time and again, but not at the cost of your happiness, at the cost of the mind getting into the right things, isn't it? And the last thing that is the most important, on the last day of your life, the people who surrounded you won't be the 10,000 digital friends, won't be the 50,000 shares, won't be the 1 million likes that you got on your Instagram post. It will be the people with whom you had great fun with whom you were jumping around, with whom you were doing great projects in the work, with the great friends, with the super talented co-workers, with the wonderful family members who made you come alive. Yes, again, social media is very important for connection, and we must use it and not let it use us, so that the world gets better. I hope these ideas have been valuable to you. I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Take care.